Hi everyone, how's everyone doing? Having a good week, good time? I hope so. I hope everyone's doing well. We are making our breakfast of the week today. We are going to be doing grits with andouille sausage and some Cajun seasonings. Let's get to it. It's time for another episode of Cooking with Kaitlin. That's me. Enjoy. Alright, so we've got water boiling over there waiting for the grits. Got andouille. Got about, actually it's half of a regular length because we used half of it for that Good Fortune casserole, then we froze the other half and defrosted it for this. So just slicing it on up should be pretty good. When I get back to you in a second, we'll get some vegetables going. Alright, we're going to cut up, decided on red onion. I had the yellow out earlier, then I remembered using that for something else. But we had some red onion at least, and that'll still work for the Cajun pretty darn well. So just chopping it up to go in. Don't need a lot. This is probably about a fifth of an onion for it at most. And you're just cutting it to your desired amount, not desired amount, to your desired kind of size. And you could use yellow onion. Like I said, I just remembered we're using it for something else, so switched to red onion. This is, alright, got that set to go. Got a bell pepper. I'm not going to use all of it either. Just using some of it. Get that little bit in the middle out. Yep. Just getting those seeds out. Can leave in there. That's where all the capsaicin is though, so we'll make it hotter. It's just a personal choice. All right. Good. I don't think you can see it with the angle of the camera, but the water is finally boiling, so we're going to add 3/4 cups grits with 3 cups of water. Sorry, I know you can't totally see. I'll be re-angled in a little bit. I'm just stirring that up. It's at a nice boil. I'm going to add a little bit of my seasoning so that it's seasoning all throughout. We're using some Tony's, but any kind of Cajun seasoning will do. Just getting that in there. We're going to turn our heat down so that it's at more of a simmer. Goes down more to a simmer. We're going to be keeping our eye on that. All right, and finish cutting up our veggies, and I will move you guys in one sec. Alright, so we've melted some butter into a skillet. Also added some butter to the grits. Gonna add a little more butter to the grits. Putting some garlic in there. See, I just got that spoon there so I can give it a good occasional stir to the grits. We've got it down. Probably gonna turn it down just a little more. Get a little more simmer. All right. Now we're gonna add in. I'm gonna start with just the vegetables first. Then we will add in the andouille. It's already cooked, so it's not a huge deal to kind of get in there. We just kind of want it warmed up, a little seasoned. Adding the rest of the butter for that. To the grits, added about 3/4 of a stick of butter. Well, maybe, actually probably more like 5 tablespoons total. So we're just lightly kind of sauteing them. We don't mind if they're still a little crisp, but we don't want them quite just like straight fresh. I'm a little tender. I'm gonna add some Tonys in there too for them. It is Cajun after all. See, even though I tried to get all the seeds out, definitely did not get them all out of the, oh no, that's garlic, never mind. I was like, I did get the seeds. Ooh, guys, losing it a little. It's okay. It is what it is. So we know 2021 has still been crazy. It's never just a year that changes everything, but we do our best to make good with it, do the right thing. All right, so these are getting nice and tenderized, just like we want. Starting to feel the grits firming up a little. That's a good sign. All right, I'm gonna make a little room and get that andouille in there. Again, we're just warming it all up. A little extra seasoning to it. For our grits. Just gonna do that. I'm gonna put the cover on it. Let it do its thing while I work on these grits. Again, firming up pretty nicely. Just about there. Check back in a few minutes. All right, the grits are good and firmed up. They've simmered, they've cooked nice and long, just like we want. We're gonna add in, it's around, well, let's start off just some of it and see how it does. I may not need all of it. There's about 2 cups of cheese left in this. Kind of just adding and stirring it in and seeing kind of how it's doing. And that cheese is like, no, I want to be a part of it. And it might be. I'm going to stir and see how it looks. See how it's doing. So we're going to turn it down to low because we don't want anything burning. Because they've reached what we want. We don't want them overcooking. Because that would be sad. So sad. All right, we will. I figured we would. Must be indicated somewhere around 1.5 to 2 cups. So we'll do it all. Sean likes it cheesy too. So get those in there. Some nice cheesy grits, and add some more Tonys. If you want, you add more of your Cajun seasoning. Kind of do it to your liking. I'd probably put in about 3 tablespoons worth, shaking it in. So it's just up to you. And check, hear that sizzle, huh? Oh, that is all smelling so good. So you can do one of 2 things. You could do this in an individual bowl, top it with some of that, and eat that way. That's what I'm going to do. Or you could just mix it all together. That's what we'll do if there's any leftovers. But I will assemble, hang tight. All right. So we're just going to spoon some grits on in. Looks good. Now, top it. I know it doesn't quite fill up the bowl, but it was too much for our other bowls. Don't really have like an in-between. Sorry, making sure everything's up on the stove. All right, guys. Bon appetit. Check you later.